Voices to Hear.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Voices to Hear, last episode of the year. I'm Yoon, and for this special edition, I would like to introduce you to different kind of Christmas celebration across Europe. In order to do so, I went to interview 5 volunteers that are currently volunteering at VCS and ask them a few questions about Christmas features in their respective countries. I hope you will enjoy.
Hello, I'm Chloe. I'm 23 years old and I'm from France.
My name is Hakan. I'm 20 years old and I come from Turkey.
My name is Ola and I'm from Poland and I'm 20 years old.
My name is Taika. I'm from Finland and I'm 24 years old.
Hello, I'm Johanna. I'm from Germany and I'm 19 years old.
How do you say Christmas in your language?
Joyeux Noël.
Well, since Turkish people, at least, they're like majority of them are Muslim, and we don't have a Turkish word for the Christmas. We just say Noel.
Święta.
Joulu.
Weihnachten.
So I'm gonna ask first, what do you celebrate? How do you celebrate? When and where? Basic stuff about how do you celebrate Christmas in your country?
I celebrate Christmas mainly on the 24th of December, and I celebrate usually with my family at home, and also my grandmother is visiting and my uncle as well, and we celebrate in the evening. And then on the first and second Christmas day, which is 25 and 26, I also stay with my family and we visit my other grandparents.
I celebrate Christmas with all of the family the 24th, so the evening of Christmas. But I'm doing like small things sometimes. It depends, usually. It depends of like when the people are here to celebrate it, because it depends if I'm celebrating with the family of my father or with the family of my mom. So it depends, but usually it's more the 24 the night, and the 25 it's more like cool day. We stay in the couch in pajamas with my mom and my sister, and we binge watching all the day with chocolate.
So we celebrate Christmas on 24th of December. Also, like, we celebrate the day after, but like the most important day is Christmas Eve for us, because that's the day when we have dinner together with my family.
So the night of the 24th?
Yes, 24.
Mm-hmm.
Normally we start celebrating it on the 24th December and it lasts until the 6th of January. Like, that's when we take all the decoration away and stuff. And there is an event on 24th at 12 every year where it's like formally announced that we have Christmas peace. And like 20 days from that on, we have Christmas peace, and that's taken very seriously. And no one is actually like doing anything bad during that time.
You do celebrate Christmas in Turkey?
Yes, it is celebrated because we have many Christian minorities in Turkey, especially in Anatolia and Istanbul. They're basically Greeks or Greek Orthodox, Armenians and Assyrians. But there are also like some local cultures that celebrate Christmas too, although they're Muslim. As far as I know, if I'm not wrong, the Greeks in Turkey, unlike the Greeks that they are living in Greece, they celebrate it on the 6th of January. So not only 24th or the 25th. So they celebrate the Orthodox Christmas. That's for the Greeks. And there are like some differences between the Armenian church too. There are like Catholic ones, and then they have the Armenian church. So the Catholic ones celebrate the Christmas on the 25th, I guess. And the Armenian church celebrates also. I'm still not sure about that, but maybe I have to check. But they celebrate it on the 6th of January, like the Greeks.
What do you think about your personal relationship to Christmas? Is it important for you?
Yes, Christmas is definitely important to me. Not as much as a religious event, but more as a cultural thing. And I really like our Christmas traditions and seeing my family and coming together and celebrating.
Yeah, for us it's mostly about gathering with family, or at least the closest family. Some people go to church, and for those it's about maybe a bit about religion, but mostly for us it's just about spending time with family.
Christmas celebration, it is important to me, but not because of the religion, but because of my family. Because Christmas in Poland, around my family, is very important for us, because that's the time when we gather all around and eat together.
So it's not like close family, it's big dinner?
Yes, it's exactly big dinner. For example, like grandparents from my dad's side, grandparents from my mom's side, also aunties. Sometimes we used to drive to another city which is a bit far from our hometown to visit my grandma and spend Christmas there. Then it was actually like a small Christmas, because like the traveling is a bit exhausting, so sometimes we just like jump around the cities and spend Christmas there, but usually it's at our hometown. My dad has a big side of family, so like everyone gathers around. Kids as well, my cousins.
I don't know. It's not like it's important for me, but it's kind of the only moment in the year that I can see all of my family, that we can gather all together. Because usually during all the year everyone has stuff to do and nobody has time to meet and everything. But I will say maybe more with the family of my father, because the family of my father are living in another region in France. So when we are all together for Christmas, it's like really like the moment when we are all together. So we are celebrating. So I will say when I'm going to see them for Christmas, yeah, it's very important for me. But with the family of my mom, it's more like we are seeing each other a lot. So for Christmas, of course, it's nice. We have nice food and everything. Like there is something, but it's kind of like a usual dinner that we can have for other months. So yeah, maybe important, yeah.
Is there specific Christmas features to your country, like German Christmas?
I'm not sure, because I think the way we are celebrating is maybe not that typical, at least not for the food. But I think something that is very common is to sing Christmas songs, and I think that's in other countries too, but of course we sing German Christmas songs.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, we have a Christmas tree and everything, but it's not only German, so I don't think there's something really specific that's just in my country.
Maybe the food, or just all of the chocolate. I love chocolate. So, like, we have this thing, I think it's not only in France, it's like everywhere, but like during the months before Christmas, we have like a chocolate calendar, I don't know how to call it. And so every day you eat a chocolate, and this is my favorite part, definitely. With my sister, we are doing this like every year, and this year, because I'm in Macedonia, I didn't do it. And so, yeah, it was weird a bit to don't have this tradition, but I always do it with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for example, before starting dinner, we wait for the first star to appear in the sky. Also, before eating, we eat opłatek. I mean, we share it with each other. Opłatek is like a waffle, let's say, made of flour and water. So everyone gathers around and everyone shares opłatek with each other and says good wishes for the next year. After that, we eat dinner together. We have 12 dishes for like each month. And it's also like the tradition that we have to taste each of dish, 12 of it. So I heard that it also like can bring you luck for the next year. Also, there is a tradition that some Polish people leave like empty plate on a table, and it's a plate for someone who might come like unexpectedly. So we have a place for the guest.
Nice.
Yeah.
So no one is spending Christmas outside alone.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Well, everybody goes to the sauna in the morning, Usually we do it in the evening, but Christmas is special and we might do it in the morning or during the day. Some people go to cemeteries to put up candles, and then for children there is Santa Claus. We decorate the Christmas tree. Usually it's taken like the day before or in the morning of 24th. We take it usually from the family's forest, but nowadays, since everybody doesn't own a forest anymore, we will take it from the neighbors. Like there are a lot of people sell them, so that's like every morning, part of every morning.
During December?
No, during 24th.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Do you personally celebrate Christmas?
No, because my family is like they're like conservative in their own way, and they're Muslim, they're practicing Muslims. So no, we don't celebrate Christmas, but we celebrate instead the New Year's.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the most important celebration in the year? Is it New Year?
For me, maybe New Year's, because like I'm in Turkey, generally people celebrate the national holidays more passionately rather than religious holidays. So like for me, I don't celebrate the national holidays either, and I don't celebrate the religious holidays either. So all is left for me is the New Year's. And we have this connection with the New Year's is that we don't usually come together as a family that often, because like each of us lives in different places. Like we have family members that are living abroad. So when it's New Year's, like we all come together and have a dish, like have a nice meal. So that's why I think the most important for me is New Year's.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so in those celebrations, do you have specific features or traditions?
Not in our family, but funny thing is that in Turkey, people eat turkey on the New Year's. That's a bit funny because the Americans do eat turkey on the Thanksgiving, but we eat it on New Year's Eve. I don't know how it started and when it started, but it's just that all people live in Turkey that if they're celebrating New Year's, they eat turkey strictly.
Do you think it's the most celebrated holiday in your country?
Yes, I feel like every Polish person just celebrate Christmas. So it's like not about only religion, but it's just about like bringing people together.
Yeah, it's the biggest one. It's the I think the only one that everybody celebrates, like regardless of religion or anything.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, it's this kind of vibe, like, how to explain that? It's like a religious, at the beginning it's a religious celebration, but today in France we're not celebrating Christmas because we are religious, we are celebrating because there's Christmas everywhere during all the months of like December, and so it's kind of like it became like not a I don't know how to explain, but like
part of the culture.
Yeah, kind of like, but it's not just only culture; it's a lot of economic stuff and everything. Like today we capitalize a lot on Christmas, like not me personally, but like everyone. Like I think we're celebrating Christmas because Christmas is everywhere around us during December, so we kind of don't have the choice to celebrate it.
I think so, because we have a lot of I think it is very important for a lot of people, and also from all the religious holidays it's for sure the most celebrated one, and we also have 2 days off for it in Germany, which is quite a lot. And we don't have that for other holidays, I think. And also most people have a very personal connection to Christmas, and other holidays, like for example national holiday, it's not, for most people it's not that important, so I think it has the highest value.
During the December in Turkey, do you still feel the influence of Christmas?
Of course we do, because like as soon as the December starts, like the 1st of December, people will start to put out the Christmas lights and the Christmas trees at their homes. Like, and when you go to shopping malls, it's always like Christmas decorations. And funny thing is that, it's a fun fact, we say Noel Baba, Papa Noel.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, he's from Turkey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's from Antalya, St. Claus. He is from Turkey. So like you see like many images of like St. Claus over the places, but more like in a secularized tradition, not traditional, but secularized way. So like he's carrying the gifts, like he's all red, he's like old and like chubby, and he's smiling, and you see, yeah, you feel the Christmas spirits in Turkey. Also, like I'm from Istanbul, so we have many churches over in Istanbul, and especially where I was born, it was historically a Christian neighborhood. So we had like basically every around the corner there was like either an old church that is not functioning now, or there's like churches that for the touristic attractions. So like because of that, there are like always like Christmas trees in front of the churches and the Christmas decorations over the places.
We do give gifts, but it's mostly for children. Like for the families that have children, there is the Santa Claus bringing gifts. But the older you get, the less you start receiving gifts as well. Or like, we might give something small, but it's just the side part of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's definitely like a big thing for children because of the Santa Claus, who is originated from Finland, by the way. So yeah, but not as grown-ups anymore.
What's the story behind Santa Claus?
He lives in Rovaniemi, and that's where he's originated from. It's in Lapland, from Finland. And with Sweden, we have a debate whether it's from Sweden or Finland. But since you're asking me, it's a Finnish invention. And then Coca-Cola commercialized it and gave it like red clothes and stuff. But originally, it was from Rovaniemi.
And is there something that you don't like about Christmas?
I don't like that it's sometimes quite stressful, and it's normally a time where I like to have peace and quiet, and I think it's also a nice thing at the end of the year to like take some time and just like be with your friends and family and everything. But often in the Christmas time, like before Christmas, there's a lot to do, and you have to think about gifts. And then at school, when I was still at school, we were always having exams and stuff before Christmas, so it wasn't really that relaxed. And I think that's a little bit stupid sometimes, because you make a lot of plans for this time. There's a lot expected when it comes to Christmas, and that sometimes leads to it being not relaxed. So that's like maybe something I could improve for myself. Just like in the beginning, okay, maybe I don't have to do all the stuff.
Okay. So it's more maybe about the time of the year with the deadlines and the obligations that it's annoying, because it's kind of waste Christmas time.
Yes. And also sometimes I think like in my family it's not normally no problem, but if you see a lot of family members, it can be a little bit stressful, because you see a lot of people, you have to socialize a lot.
What I don't like about Christmas, sometimes I might feel exhausted by being in such a big gathering with people. And sometimes like family cannot be happy all the time, because they are like during the eating dinner at the table, like there are different kinds of conversation, and sometimes there are some conflicts, but at the end it ends well. Everyone is happy. It's just like I get overstimulated like easily, but like it's not a big thing to me. I'm still like more happy to be with people that I love.
What I don't like in Christmas is like overconsumption. Like everyone is buying a lot of gifts that people maybe sometimes doesn't need and everything. Like all the food, it's too much. Like, it doesn't make sense sometimes. Like, why at this time of the year we decide that we need to do everything but in bigger. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me.
Personally, I don't like that it's so commercialized, because it's losing the point of Christmas seems to be to run around stores, like we just discussed before, how you buy gifts on the 23rd and it's like everybody's busy and stuff and stressed about it, when like it shouldn't have to be like that.
Maybe, I'm not super sure, but because it's something to do with the population of Turkey. Because like, although we celebrate Christmas and New Year's in our own terms, we exclude the people who celebrate the real Christmas. So maybe that's something to do with that. It's just like hypocrisy. We just celebrate the Christmas, not what is meant. What does it mean for the people who's actually celebrating, and why is it important for them to display their like religion on public? So we just ignore that part and we took the fun part. We take the fun part. And I think that's what bothers me.
Then what do you think would be the meaning of people celebrating Christmas, meaning that is behind? Because as you mentioned, it's not that much for the family traditions. Of course, you mentioned also the background, the surroundings, environment. There's something like Christmas is present everywhere, but still it makes sense for people. Why? And how could it
Because I think I will talk about France because it's the only place that I celebrate Christmas in my life. But I think it became a habit for the people. Like, we are coming on Earth and we are celebrating Christmas since the beginning of our existence. So it's kind of habit. We just celebrate it every year, and I think the people are still celebrate it because like it gathers them together at one time during the year, like I said. So I think for me it's why maybe. And so, yeah, like you say, I think it became very cultural, like if we can say cultural, yeah.
Christmas for me is like, you have a lot of TV shows and movies, right, about Christmas. And it's always like about buying gifts, presents for family. Everyone is wearing like the Christmas clothes, the hats, like Santa Claus hats. So, like, I feel like people enjoy this kind of atmosphere, the snow, presents, Santa Claus. So for me, it's just the meaning of people to, I don't know, just enjoy different kind of celebration like that.
It became something part of the general culture.
I feel this way, yes, definitely.
I think it like lost its status of just being a religious celebration pretty much, because most people in my family aren't religious and we still celebrate it. But I think there's still a meaning in that sense that you take the time and come together, and it's also celebrating our culture in a way, even though if it's not, doesn't mean that we necessarily believe in all the Christian ideas. But I also think Christmas in itself is promoting all the Christian values of giving, sharing, and like being nice to each other. And I think in general that's really nice, and it's good to remind yourself of that.
Well, I think it's still the family time, since in almost every culture that I've heard of, it's a family holiday. So I think it's still mostly about that.
And would you consider that there can be other meanings in the future or around
for Christmas? Well, no, I don't think so. I think as for those who it is about religion, it will most probably remain so. And I at least hope it won't.
maybe it's because of the Western influence over Turkey, because after the Republic was established, the Turkish Republic, we tried to, and we're still trying to westernize our country and our people. So basically what we did and what we're still doing is that if we see something shiny, we just adapt to it. And that's why it is just pure like influence of the West, I mean Europe in general.
And would you, like, what do you think about that meaning? Would you change something about that?
I mean, I myself, my family's background is already like, we had some Christian ties. So like my mom's side is, and my father's maternal side is, they were once Christian. So they converted to Islam after the Republic because of the laws and stuff. So yes, I have this connection with the Christmas, but seeing that people now celebrating Christmas and the New Year's just because it's fun and ignoring the sufferings and what the people have been through and still facing like some injustices in Turkey, the Christian minority, just ignoring that and celebrating one of their festivals, I think it doesn't sit right with me.
So, if you had to imagine a perfect Christmas, would you imagine something that would like put everyone on a common ground?
Yes, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the perfect Christmas for me would be like the people acknowledging why Christmas is important for certain communities in Turkey, because it's the meaning that they are still existing in Turkey in their homeland.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it's important. So for me, the perfect Christmas would be that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the non-Christian part would understand why is it important.
And so, if you would summarize Christmas in one word or one quote, which would it be?
Joy. Definitely joy.
Warm and cozy.
I would say cozy, because it comes with a lot of indoor activities of maybe baking Christmas cookies, or we always have like it's in German, it's called Adventskranz, where you have 4 candles and every Sunday before Christmas you light another one. So you start with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. And we have all these little things that you do inside with together with your family or whoever you are living with at the moment. And then you eat Christmas cookies together, celebrate in the evening and everything. So it's a very like cozy event.
It's lights, Christmas lights. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, it's so colorful in Turkey. I mean, when you go like outside in Istanbul, doesn't matter which part you are in, the streets are always like shining with the Christmas lights and like there are Christmas decorations everywhere. You see the people displaying Christmas trees in their homes and the lights and the like Santa Claus.
No, great. I don't know. I will stay with family, because it's the only time that I'm very with my family.
And what was your first word?
Money.
Voices to hear.